No war has so captivated the Chinese imagination. The outcome of the war led directly to the birth of a great dynasty. This alone makes it a fascinating tale for most Chinese, but the war itself intrigues them even more. Almost every episode from this war has become a familiar, much-told tale handed down from generation to generation. Several Chinese Chengyu or idioms sprang from these stories, fighting with your back to the river, or ambush on 10 sides, for instance. Such idioms have shaped Chinese thought, behavior, values, and moral beliefs for more than 2,000 years. The two protagonists, Liu Bang and Shang Yu, are both archetypal figures. Many of the supporting figures are just as charismatic. All of them had a profound impact on future generations. As the last years of the Qing Dynasty were racked with scenes of loyalty and betrayal, war and peace, the political stage, replete with heroes, villains, and beauties, blazed with a terrible splendor. The Qing Dynasty's capital, Shenyang, had never seen such a magnificent procession. Flanked by ceremonial guards and servants, a man was sitting upright in a grand carriage, striking awe into all who saw him. This man was Qin Shi Huang. Suddenly, someone cried out from the crowd, "A true man shall lead a life as great as the life of this emperor." This was Liu Bang, the founder and first emperor of the Han Dynasty. He was born to a peasant family in Feng Town, Pei County, now in Jiangsu, and he was rebellious. After he had declared himself emperor, Liu Bang changed Feng Town to Feng County, and he built a shrine there. Its custodian, Liu Hengnuo, is as well known as the place itself. In order to better study Liu Bang, this well-known local scholar has lived for more than 30 years in the very shrine that Liu Bang established in his own birthplace.
汉高祖刘邦，他一生中间好吃、好喝、好捧、好游，所以成天他不愿意这个干农业生产劳动，成天领着朋友到家来吃啊喝啊，不干农活。
This peasant who disliked farm work had no proper job either. However, he became a patrol officer in his hometown and got along well with the local officials. Liu Gong, a good friend of the Pei County governor, held a banquet to celebrate his moving to a new home. Guests bearing gifts, worth less than 1,000 coins, could only sit in the courtyard. At the gate, Liu Bang presented a note that read, "Gift of 1,000 coins." Liu Gong was surprised by the amount and invited Liu Bang inside for the banquet. After the guests had left, Liu Gong offered his daughter in marriage to Liu Bang. Liu Bang accepted. He had brought no money with him, but had gained a wife. Liu Gong's daughter was Liu Che. As Empress Consort of Emperor Gao Zu, she would bring political turmoil to the Han imperial court. "500 kilometers southeast of Feng Town, another man saw Qin Shi Huang in procession. The emperor undertook 5 tours during his reign, each on the grand scale. In 210 BC, during his final tour, he went to Guangji, present-day Suzhou, west of Shanghai. There, an awestruck 22-year-old pointed at the emperor and said, "I will take his place one day." This man was Xiang Yu. Xiang Yu's uncle, Zhang Liang, would scold him for being neither academically gifted nor a stylish swordsman. But Xiang Yu thought that writing was just to record names, and sword swinging was only good for single combat.
He wanted to learn about 1 versus 10,000.
So Xiang Liang taught him military strategy and tactics.
项羽的志向非常远大，这个一般的人都认为说，实际上说，司马迁说项羽这个人身高8尺余，力能杠顶，才气过人，说他力量大，个子大。那么按照我们现在基本的算法，如果那个时候一尺算7寸的话，8尺余7、8、5尺6寸，1.8米才5尺4，将近1.9米的高度，这是个帅哥。第二个是力气大，力能杠顶，所以当地的民间传说也好，包括司马迁的《史记》所记载也好，他的力气足以把1000斤重的大鼎轻而易举地举起来。
Chung Fangyin has lived in Suqian in northwest Jiangsu all his life. So Xiang Yu, who was also born here, holds a special significance for him. The powerful Qin held even more significance for Xiang Yu. Xiang Yu was born to an aristocratic family in the state of Chu. His grandfather, Xiang Yan, was a renowned Chu general who had committed suicide after his troops were defeated by the Qin army.
In other words, the Qin ruined the Xiang family and conquered their state.
Xiang Yu hated the Qin. This was the driving force for his rebellion against the Qin dynasty. In the 7th month, 210 BC, the imperial tour returned to Chang'an, harboring a crisis. During the last tour of his realm, apparently in search of the elixir of immortality, Qin Shi Huang had died. The dynasty would soon collapse. Qin Shi Huang's younger son, Hu Hai, acceded to the throne as Qin Shi, the second emperor of the Qin dynasty. A year after the death of the first emperor, the rebellions that he had tried to suppress finally broke out. One rainy day in the 7th month, 209 BC, a group of 900 men were marching along a dirt road in Datse village, Qi County. They were heading for Yuyang, having been sent to garrison the frontier.
However, the unremittingly bad weather was making it impossible for them to reach Yuyang on time.
Under Qin law, the penalty for failing to meet the deadline was death. With nothing to lose, 2 men decided to revolt. Chun Sheng and Wu Guang would lead the first peasant rebellion in Chinese history, the Datse Xiang Uprising. In order to convince others to join them, Wu Guang placed a note on which 3 characters had been written into the belly of a fish. The fish was then brought back to their camp, and the note was found in its cavity. Their fellow men were amazed. Swiftly, word spread of the message that they had read, Chun Sheng King. That night, Chun Sheng hid near the camp, lit a bonfire, and mimicked the barking of foxes, as if they were prophesying, Chu will revive, Chun Sheng will be king. People began to whisper among themselves.
他这个实际上是想通过这个方式，来证明自己这个行为的合法性，自己这个行为的正当性，从这个道义上来给自己的这个参与的同伴以一种这个有效的心理支援，而且他这个作用也确实也达到。
The cry went up. People throughout the realm have long suffered the rule of the cruel Qin. Armed with rudimentary weapons, the revolt quickly gathered support from common people, swelling into an army several tens of thousands strong. Among other places, they conquered Qi, Ji, Sun, Ku, Zhe, and Chao. Chun Sheng then declared himself king and established Jiangchu, China's first peasant government. His slogan was to fight against the emperor, to overthrow his tyranny. Chun and Wu's revolt set off chain reactions across the Qin Empire. In many counties, people killed their local governors in a spreading wave of peasant rebellions. Then disaster hit the Dazi Shang uprising. Chen Sheng's tomb at the foot of the Mengdang Mountains, Yongcheng City, Henan Province. Lacking experience, Chen Sheng and Wu Guang made tactical mistakes and lost battles. They were assassinated by those dissatisfied with their leadership, and the rebellion failed. Less than a kilometer away, another leader of a peasant revolt is commemorated. Unlike Chen Sheng and Wu Guang, Liu Bang led his army to success.
Liu Bang当时就是从沛县以泗水亭亭长的身份押送一批民夫到咸阳为秦始皇修陵墓，就是路过芒砀山时。
The immense mausoleum complex of Qin Shi Huang was being built to the north of Lishan Mountain near Shenyang. Since many of the convicts Liu Bang was escorting had escaped en route, very few would arrive in Shenyang. So he set them all free and went into hiding in the mountains. 10 or so convicts were willing to follow him. They robbed people to survive. Young men from nearby counties came to join them. Very soon, Liu Bang had an army of his own.
刘邦嘛，他就说在成为沛公之后，就说率着他的那一些，就是部下去和就攻打丰啊，攻打什么一些地方，但是呢，都是遭到了就是秦军，他的打击吧。 他们就说很多地方都攻不下来，而且他的那个将士就损失挺大的。如果这个时候他不依靠那个另外一些势力，他就可能会遭到覆灭的危险。
But Liu Bang was not alone. Among other rebellious forces, the Chu army led by Shang Liang and his nephew Shang Yu was the most powerful and was gaining strength. Along with others who were fighting in Feng and Pei counties, Liu Bang joined forces with Shang Liang. The two protagonists in the war between Chu and Han became sworn brothers and fought battles together. A shepherd now stepped into the political spotlight. Shang Liang was advised to win the people's support by placing a descendant of the former royal family on the throne of Chu. A shepherd who was the grandson of King Huai was found, and Shung Xin was made King Huai II of Chu. Led by Shang Liang and Shang Yu, the Chu army defeated the Qin army. They successfully conquered Kangfu, Dong'e, Changyang, Puyang, Yongchu, and Dingdao. Thereafter, Shang Liang tended to take the enemy lightly. But when a Qin general, Zhang Han, launched a surprise attack on the Chu army at Dingdao, it had no chance to fight back and was defeated. Shang Liang was killed. Zhang Han then defeated the insurgent Zhao army and besieged Julu. The terrified King Huai II of Chu appointed Song Yi commander-in-chief and Shang Yu second-in-command. At the same time, King Huai II sent Liu Bang's army to the Qin heartland. He promised that the first general to march into Guangzhong would be made its king. This would prove to be a fateful promise. At Anyang, Sung Yi ordered a halt that lasted for 46 days. Determined to avenge his uncle and afraid of losing the chance to attack the Qin army, Xiang Yu killed Sung Yi and became acting commander-in-chief. After crossing the Jiang River, Xiang Yu ordered the army to sink its boats and burn down the camp. Each soldier had to carry 3 days' provisions. So his army could not retreat and would have to fight with the river at its back. Reaching Julu, they surrounded and defeated the Qin army, whose soldiers were either killed or forced to commit suicide. Zhang Han retreated, but 3 other Qin army commanders perished or were captured.
实际上这样说，9战，崛起甬道，杀苏角，裸王离，射箭不投降，自烧杀，也就20多个字交代了巨鹿之战的具体经过。从这里面我们可以看到，项羽这个时候是用自己的4万部队而攻击了王离的中军。那么在这种情况下，做壁上观的那些诸侯们发现楚军每一个人都是以一当十啊，所以很快的就击败了王离的军，所以胡裸了王离嘛。在这种情况下，所以做壁上观的诸侯军这个时候一个一个再看项羽，那就是西行而前，都不敢仰视。那么因此就这一仗打下来之后，名声大振，大家都知道，原来虽然知道他举义，但是这个时候发现项羽确实是个人才。
The main force of the Qin army was sent to attack the state of Zhao. So Liu Bang's army met little resistance while marching towards Guanzhong. Liu Bang had a clear goal: to reach Guanzhong, then attack Shanyang. At the Qin court, the chief eunuch, Zhao Gao, forced Qin Arshi to commit suicide and made Sir Ying emperor. Zhao Gao invited Liu Bang to share half the kingdom with him. Sir Ying had Zhao Gao murdered, but was defeated by Liu Bang's army at Lentian.
巨鹿之战之后，秦军实际上秦王朝实际上已经是丧失了抵抗能力了。由于项羽在巨鹿之战中吸引了秦的主力，让刘邦得以从武关偷袭，进入了咸阳。
In the 10th month, 206 BC, Sir Ying fastened a white rope around his neck and, holding the imperial jade seal, went out in a carriage drawn by a white horse and surrendered to Liu Bang. He had reigned for a mere 46 days. Thus ended the Qing Dynasty. China's first centrally governed empire had lasted for 15 years. Someone suggested to Liu Bang that Sir Ying should be killed. Liu Bang disagreed, but put Sir Ying into custody. Charmed by the splendid scenery and innumerable treasures of the imperial capital, Liu Bang wanted to remain in the palace and enjoy life there. But loyal friends suggested that such luxury had brought down the Qin dynasty, so Liu Bang returned to Bashang immediately. He met with Qin gentry in the area and enacted 3 laws. First, those who killed someone would be executed. Second, those who wounded another would be punished in proportion to the harm done. Third, those who robbed another would be punished in proportion to what was stolen. All the other Qin laws became void. It is said that Xiang Yu had more than 200,000 Qin soldiers buried alive after the Chu army attacked them one midnight. After reaching Xinan, he had become concerned that those who had surrendered to him would take revenge. Xiang Yu then led the massed armies of all the states on towards Shanyang. Soldiers under Xiang Yu's command were stationed at Hung Gate in Xi'an, Shanxi province. Liu Bang and his army were at Bashang. The two armies were stationed on each side of the Ba River, a battle looming.
双方的兵力对比是这样的：刘邦10万人，项羽40万。如果两军交锋，那无疑是刘邦是必败无疑了。刘邦得知这个事情以后，再一次表现出他高超的、过人的这种交际能力。他去到项伯家里，和项伯约为儿女亲家。项伯被感动了，向刘邦提建议，叫刘邦去鸿门宴谢罪，向项羽谢罪，而不是败退，或者是交战。这3个选择，作战，或者是逃跑，或者是登门谢罪，这3个选择中，前2个选择是最坏的选择。交锋是必败无疑，你要跑往哪儿跑？实际上最后也是必败无疑。而谢罪看似冒险的一步棋，由于有了这个内线项伯，所以刘邦他自然就非常放心地选择这一步棋。事实证明，这一步棋是走得非常精彩的。
Nanyang Museum of Han Dynasty Stone Carvings, Henan Province.
A very precious stone carving here depicts the story of the banquet at Hung Gate. This is the first work of art to depict the most well-known banquet in Chinese history, and it is thought to have been made during the Eastern Han Dynasty. In addition to the plentiful food and wine, Shang Yu's advisor, Fan Zhang, had planned a surprise, Liu Bang's assassination. Having been told that Shang Yu had ordered his army to attack him, Liu Bang had visited Shang Yu and sincerely apologized for beating him to Wanzhong. Pleased, Shang Yu invited Liu Bang to a banquet. During the feast, Fan Zhang urged Shang Yu to kill Liu Bang, but Shang Yu ignored him. Fan Zhang then asked Shang Yu's cousin, Shang Jiang, to perform a sword dance and seize a chance to kill Liu Bang. Shang Yu's uncle, Shang Bo, whom Liu Bang had previously flattered, drew his sword to protect Liu Bang. Suddenly, Liu Bang's general Fan Kuai burst in and accused Shang Yu of treachery. Liu Bang escaped.
从鸿门宴就是可以看出，就是刘邦这人，他确实是非常的机智啊，而且那个勇敢，能表现的就是临危不乱，而且能屈能伸啊。他就说而且呢，但是呢，项羽这个人他就不行了，他就是优柔寡断，就有妇人之仁。他就说看到那个刘邦过来了，而且那个态度非常好，他就不忍心再杀他了。具有妇人之仁，而且就是没有比较长远的眼光，所以就直接他的这种优柔寡断，直接导致了范增计划的失败，让那个刘邦有了可乘之机，有了那个逃走的可乘之机。
Emperor Qin Shi Huang's Mausoleum Site Museum in Xi'an. After hours, conservators repair damaged terracotta warriors and horses. According to experts, 12 of the 180 burial chambers have traces of burns and damage. Was Xiang Yu the man responsible for this? Having murdered the Qin soldiers who had surrendered to him, Xiang Yu then marched his army into Shenyang. He dug up Qin Shi Huang's tomb, killed Sir Ying and other Qin imperial family members, ordered a general massacre and pillaged and burned down the palaces. 3 months of conflagration reduced the Qin Empire to smoldering ashes. As a reward for destroying the Qin, Shang Yu asked King Huai II of Chu to make him king of Guangzhong. The king insisted on keeping the promise he had made. Furious, Shang Yu exiled him to the remote south. He proclaimed himself king overlord of the state of Western Chu, with Pengcheng as its capital. Shang Yu divided the former Qin territory into 18 vassal kingdoms, granting titles and rewards to his loyal followers. According to King Huai's promise, as the first general to enter the region, Liu Bang should have become king of Guangzhong. Instead, Shang Yu granted him the remote regions of Ba Shu and Hanzhong to rule as king of Han.
鸿门宴以后，项羽对刘邦心存忌惮，于是他把刘邦分封到巴蜀和汉中。分封刘邦到巴蜀和汉中做汉王的一个重要的一个原因是，这里啊，这个交通非常不方便，啊，这个从这个陕南，要到关中，它只有崎岖的山路，啊，这个刘邦听后大怒，啊，很生气，要发兵攻打这个项羽，和项羽决一死战。这个时候，他的部下周勃，就反对，认为时机不成熟，啊，刘邦呢接受了这个周勃的建议。
During the Qin and Han dynasties, there was a road here built entirely of wooden planks, the sole link between Hanzhong and Guangzhong. Now only the holes cut into the steep cliffs for the supporting beams remain. Did the wooden plank road vanish because someone deliberately destroyed it? In the 4th month, 206 BC, Liu Bang set out for the state he was to rule. His advisor, Zhang Liang, said that by burning the plank road after his army had traversed it, Liu Bang could prevent attack by other kings and convince Shang Yu that he had no intention of returning. Liu Bang decided to keep a low profile at this crucial point. When Liu Bang had reached his nadir, a man appeared, bringing him hope. This man was Han Xin. Born to a poor family in Huaiyin, Han Xin once crawled between an insolent young man's legs for a dare. He joined Shang Liang and Shang Yu's army, but they ignored him. He then joined Liu Bang's army in Shu, where his ability attracted Shao He's attention. Neither tall nor strongly built, Han Xin was not a typical hero, but folk artists have long portrayed him in their own way. The popular Shanxi folk opera is entitled Shao He Chases Han Xin by Moonlight. Liu Bang did not give Han Xin any important position. Disappointed, he ran away one evening. Hearing of this, one of Liu Bang's supporters, Shao He, pursued Han Xin and persuaded him to return. He told Liu Bang that he needed Han Xin's unmatched talent. So, in a grand ceremony, Han Xin was appointed commander-in-chief of the army of Han. Han Xin devised a plan for Liu Bang to unify the states, conquer the 3 Qins, who between them ruled what had been Guangzhong, and then attack Shang Yu. In the 5th month, 206 BC, Liu Bang had soldiers pretend to repair the plank road, meanwhile sending his army to launch a surprise attack on Zhang Han, the king of Yong. He quickly conquered the 3 Qins, and at last the rich region of Guangzhong was in his hands. Liu Bang set up his army's operation and support center there and waited. An opportunity soon presented itself. When Shang Yu had King Huai II of Chu killed in a river en route to the destination of his exile, he made himself the common enemy of all the states.
他这个杀了楚怀王，他立的楚怀王哈，他和他的叔父立的楚怀王，实际上就丧失了这个他的这种合法性了。在道义上，他是一败涂地。他的敌手刘邦 正是利用这一点，号召天下人反对楚国，反对项羽。而很多人也就是因为这一点，跟随了刘邦，站在了项羽的对立面。
In the third month, 205 BC, Xiang Yu was busy attacking Shenyang in the state of Qi. Liu Bang led an army of 560,000 men eastward in an expedition against Xiang Yu. Within a month, Liu Bang had conquered Pengcheng. Xiang Yu led an army of 30,000 hand-picked soldiers back to recapture Pengcheng. Once more, Liu Bang and Xiang Yu were together on a battlefield, no longer as comrades in arms, but as deadly rivals. Xiang Yu and his Chu army fought fiercely. Liu Bang's army could not withstand their attack. Xiang Yu ordered his 30,000 soldiers to surround them, and Liu Bang's army caved in. Was all lost? A miracle then snatched, if not victory, at least another chance from the jaws of defeat. Fierce winds threw sand and stones all around. The Chu army was in disarray. And once again, Liu Bang escaped.
彭城这一战，项羽军队3万军队，把56万刘邦和诸侯各国的联军一举击败，非常惨，伤亡将近20万。所以这一仗以后，刘邦从此以后，他是包括他的军队，他很难和项羽单独对垒，就感觉项羽是在军事上是非常可怕的。而且，但是通过这一战以后，刘邦有一个重要的认识的转变，他就认识到他自己没有能力指挥大军团和项羽做全面对抗。
After his defeat at Pengcheng, Liu Bang changed strategy. He would not personally lead the army marching east, but stay in Xinhai, fighting against the main force of Xiang Yu's army. Xiang Yu kept winning battles, but could not wipe out Liu Bang's army. From his weakened position, Liu Bang always bounced back. However, fortune, which favors the well-prepared, gradually smiled upon Liu Bang, and this was largely owing to Han Xin's strategic genius.
那么当时的这个楚汉战争初期的时候呢，当时韩信就出了一个非常好的计谋。什么计谋呢？就是作为刘邦，你率军你到中原去跟项羽去作战我们也可以把这个看成一个类线。那么我韩信呢，我从北部然后我去迂回。那么北部呢，就是当时它有好多的还有诸侯国。那么在北部就有一个很重要的一个诸侯是赵王那么赵王他是支持的是项羽所以说，然后我从北部去迂回。那么打败赵王之后，那么燕他自动就投降了，后来又迂回到这个今天的这个山东，又把钱荣他们这些也都消灭掉了。消灭掉之后呢，我最后对你项羽就是形成了一个合围。
Within about a year, Wei, Dai, Zhao, Yan, and other states fell successively to Han Xin's forces. These victories eliminated the threat to the Han army from the north and supported Liu Bang's effort in Xinjiang and Chenggao to the south and southwest. Liu Bang and his allies, Heng Yu'er and Yingbu, disrupted Xiang Yu's food supply, spread rumors among the Chu army, and drove a wedge between Xiang Yu and his followers. Xiang Yu was now on the back foot. By the 8th month, 203 BC, his army exhausted and out of food, Xiang Yu had to accept a treaty with Liu Bang. They would divide China between themselves, using the Hung Canal, linking the Yellow and Sea rivers, as the border. Han would take the west, Chu the east. Content to rule over half of China, Liu Bang wanted to return to Guanzhong. His advisors pointed out that the exhausted and starving Chu army must be annihilated. or Xiang Yu would soon regain the strength to conquer the entire realm. Liu Bang launched an immediate attack.
楚汉的这种对立，在历史上也好，在当时这个阶段也好，它最后的解决的话，那不是一个和平相处的问题，而是这个汉要把这个楚吃掉的问题。所以呢，这个双方之间的这个武力的最后的较量是不可避免的。
Farewell, My Concubine is among the classic works of Beijing opera. It depicts the heartbreaking moment when Yu Ji killed herself in front of Xiang Yu, who was doomed to be defeated at Geishia. Liu Bang led his armies out. Xiang Yu retreated to Geishia on the Tuo River near present-day Lingbi County, Anhui Province. There, Xiang Yu's army of 100,000 was besieged by Han Xin's 300,000 men. For Xiang Yu, the situation was grim. One evening, through a cold, gusty wind, the heartbreaking tune of a Western Chu song could be heard. Already feeling defeated, Xiang Yu remained in his tent drinking wine. Before his beautiful concubine, Yu Ji, he sang a mournful tune. I am so strong that I can lift mountains, and my ambition is as great as the world. But the times are not right for me. I am not lucky enough to win the battles, and even my horse can no longer run fast. My dear Yu Ji, what can you do now? Yu Ji sang with him. The tune was melancholy, and the words were heartbroken. Xiang Yu and his men shed tears. Then Yu Ji drew a sword and killed herself.
最后，刘邦把这个就是什么力拔山兮气盖世的这样的一个英雄人物给打败了哈。一个很重要的原因，其实就是刘邦一直他的思想很明确，就是要统一天下，所以他绝不以一城一战的这个胜负为一个目标。而这个项羽呢，其实他自一开始灭了秦之后，他就只想安心的做他的西楚霸王。
Along its course, the Yangtze River runs through her county, Anhui Province. Every day, hundreds of boats of all sizes pass through. But the most famous was the boat in which a local patrol official awaited Xiang Yu. Having escaped from the siege, Xiang Yu retreated to this place. Over the river lay Jiangdong, where he had risen in revolt against the Qin. As long as he could return to Wuzhong in Jiangdong, he could rebuild his army and rejoin the fight against Liu Bang. In the 12th month, 202 BC, a Wujiang patrol official was waiting in a boat for Xiang Yu. He urged Xiang Yu to get on board, but Xiang Yu refused and gave his horse to the patrol official. He was ashamed that he could not take back home the 8,000 men from east of the river who remained under his command. He would die as he had lived, on the battlefield, fighting Han soldiers. His sword felled many before he turned it on himself. A shrine and a tomb were built near the river in memory of Xiang Yu. Following Xiang Yu's death, all of Western Chu, except the county of Lu, surrendered to Liu Bang. Furious, he ordered everyone there to be killed. On reaching Lu County and hearing music and recitations, Liu Bang was moved and countermanded his order. He praised Lu County for its loyalty and for following Li, or the rules of propriety. On being shown the head of Shang Yu, the people then surrendered to Liu Bang. Liu Bang held a funeral for Shang Yu. While presiding over the grand ceremony, he could not hold back his tears. For the last time, the sworn brothers turned bitter foes were reunited. Liu Bang guaranteed the safety of Shang Yu's family, made Shang Bo and 3 of Shang Yu's other relatives marquises, and granted them the family name of Liu. The 4 bloody years of the Chu-Han contention had ended tragically for one protagonist. For the other, the future beckoned. China was again unified. In the second month, 202 BC, aged 55, Liu Bang ascended the throne as emperor of the Second Imperial Dynasty to rule over unified China. It was named Han. Liu Bang gained his place in history as Emperor Gao Zu of Han.